So here we go. Cab is off. Definitely does not look like a Cali truck under here. Nice and dirty. What's this? A random mat under there. But yeah, luckily transmission looks good, engine looks good, no surprises so far. I know there's some lower oil pan damage. You can see it hit the oil filter as well. This radius arm shifted, and I actually think this frame is probably bent. Maybe. I know that mount is for sure bent. Hard to tell about the frame. Here's the stock DPF under here. There's a chain. That's not even our chain. Someone left their chain there. But yeah, we're gonna go ahead and do engine and transmission. We'll see. This looks like we actually have room to take the starter out. We're probably gonna try the way we usually do it, engine out first, then transmission. Or we'll do it together if we need to, like the King Ram. Definitely we'll go into more detail too of what we do for the rest of the engine. And I forgot to mention, we cut the e-brake cable as well. You need to do that. Take the cab off as well. Forgot about that. So it'll be on the time lapse. I didn't get to record too much. I got busy with the customer, but oh, we took out all the bell housing bolts, took out the starter. It went pretty smooth. Already did the torque converter bolts in there. Already did the fuel lines. Downpipe is disconnected from the exhaust. And now all we have to do is the motor mount bolts, and she's ready to come out. We got the engine out. There's the lower pan damage in the oil filter. Luckily upper pan survived. We already checked, so really cheap and easy to do a lower pan. But man, so I think this guy's probably had the transmission out before to swap, maybe to do a oil pan gasket, because it's a common for these to leak. Because look what we found here. It says suck it. I don't know if maybe the engine's been replaced. I mean, I doubt the engine's been touched, but it's very common to do upper oil pan gasket on this, and you have to take the tranny out to do it. So wouldn't be surprised if they wrote that in. But yeah, we're gonna go ahead and lower it on the pallet, get it all strapped down and put it in the shop, and then transmission is next. So yeah, got the engine and transmission out. Went smooth. Now you guys get to see what it looks like with everything out. Oh yeah, now you can see how bad that radius arm got bent. Pretty crazy. I haven't seen a radius arm this bad in a while. The wheel must have got hit really bad, because even the King Ranch, that messed up King Ranch we took apart, even that front axle wasn't this bad. Both front springs flew out, both shocks broke. Crazy. And honestly, when I was bidding on the struggle, looking at the pictures, I couldn't even tell that there was suspension damage. It looked like it was sitting pretty good. Doing the bed and the headache rack. If you guys are new here, you might be asking, why are we even taking the bed off? It's the only way to get the fifth wheel prep out, gooseneck. And also it just makes everything else easier later on. Because I'm hoping that there's a chance this axle might have survived. I doubt it, just based on the King Ranch, but there's a chance. Oh, actually, I think tomorrow, yeah, we might do the bumper, taillight, tailgate, and then the bed, headache rack. I mean, it'll just be all, you know, we'll be working on this. There's some parts in here that we're gonna save even though it's bent. And one thing we noticed, this truck has had a previous repair. That's all Bondo right there. So we got the tailgate off, the lights off, this taillight off. And now we're working on this rear bumper. It has sensors and lights wired up. It's probably gonna take a little bit of time. And then we're gonna go ahead and do the rack and the, oh that sucks. This bed has the bed liner over the bolts. That's gonna be no fun. Gotta do some extra work now. So we got the headache rack off, but man, this guy drilled it really close to the inside of the bed. There's the humps there, and we had to cut one of these off because we just couldn't reach it. That bump there was too tight to get a socket on the nut, so we had to cut it. But yeah, it's off now, and now just got to do the 8 bed bolts. Sucks, like I said earlier. Gotta cut the bed liner off first. Okay, bed is off. We're gonna go ahead and take some harnesses out of it for these LED lights, and also we're gonna take the plug for the bed harness out as well. And yeah, we're gonna keep working on the rest of this. We're gonna go ahead and do the fifth wheel gooseneck prep, and then I think we're gonna go do the front end or rear end, doesn't matter. got the front and rear axles out, but here I'm recording the rear. It looks like we might have got lucky. Sorry for the bad lighting, but we don't see an obvious bend, so we're gonna do our best to look a little deeper, but we think this might have survived. Obviously, we're gonna sell it and let the customer know that it came out of a wrecked truck, but looks like this one survived, which is good. And then this is the front axle from that truck, and this one's obviously damaged pretty heavily, as you can see with the radius arms. It's just, the mount is all bad. It's just bent really bad, like this. You can see the curve. So yeah, this one is just gonna sell as a parts axle for cheap. And now on the frame, all we got left is the DPF exhaust, and that is pretty much it. We might take some miscellaneous off later. We're gonna save this frame, but that's it for the video, frame wise. Leaf springs are all bad, not taking those. No spare tire, nothing. We already did the rear bumper. That's gonna be it for the frame. We do still have work on this cab though. Still gotta get the cab harness, and still gotta get this front harness, that harness. Still gotta get the PCM and a few other miscellaneous. We already took the badges, the caps, the glass, this pretty much all off camera. So yeah, we got the DPF out here. Here it is. And then the next clips are just going to be of us taking the rest of the harnesses and door harnesses off. And then that's going to be the end of the video. Thanks, guys. So finally, we finished. That took forever because over here, where it's dented in, there was a wire that didn't want to come out. We had to cut stuff, cut that right there. We had to bend stuff out of the way. And in general on these newer 17 or 22 trucks, the harness is a little more complicated. You gotta get stuff out of your way. It goes into the engine. It's just way more complicated than the steel bodies. But yeah, I'd say we're all done with this cab. All we got left is the doors and the tailgate we're gonna take apart, and that's it for this truck. like I said, I'll give you guys a little sneak peek onto the next video.